The line graph shows the relative spending on art by China, the UK, the USA, and rest of the world from 2008 to 2012. The UK had the highest spending in 2008 with a little less than 0.8% of the GDP. This reduced to 0.4% in 2009 but remained at 0.6% over the next 3 years. China has the second highest spending with 0.3% of the GDP in 2011 and the lowest spending in 2008. The USA and the rest of the world have a flat spending of 0.1% of the GDP over the 5 years. The line graph shows a comparison of elephant population in Kenya and Zimbabwe from 1973 to 2011. Kenya had 160,000 elephants in 1973 and the population reduced drastically to 20,000 in 1989. Since then, there is a slight increase in the population of the elephants to a little less than 40,000 in 2010. On the other hand, Zimbabwe had an elephant population of about 25,000 in 1973. The population has gradually increased over the years and is at 100,000 in the year 2011. The bar graph shows the number of students who worked and did not work between the age group of 14 to 18. Out of 25 students, 24 students in the age group of 14 and 23 students in the age group of 15 did not work. But in the age group of 16 years, this trend changed as 11 students were working. This trend continued as 17 students and 22 students in the age group of 17 and 18 years were working. This shows with higher age, students tend to work. The image shows a tall building creatively constructed in the shape of a picnic basket. The building is painted yellow in color and has 13 floors. There are 2 handles at the top of the building to resemble the handles of a picnic basket. The image is taken during winters as we can see the dark cloud above the building. Also, the leaves on the tree have shed, adding evidence that the picture was taken during winter. The building seems to be located on a private property as there are no other buildings in the vicinity. The bar graph shows a comparison of cars delivered to customers by region in 2014 and 2015. A little more than 400,000 cars were delivered in 2014 to Western Europe, and this has slightly increased in 2015. China has received the second largest car deliveries with a little less than 300,000 in 2014 and 2015. There is a slight increase in cars delivered to Central Europe and rest of the world in 2015 as compared to 2014. The image shows the elephant prediction density in the African continent. It looks like there are no elephants in the northern Africa, while a few countries of the Western Africa, Ethiopia and Somalia in the east have an elephant density 1 to 1000. The Central African countries have an elephant density of 1001 to 10,000 elephants. The elephant population increases as we move south, with more than 10,000 elephants being present in the South African countries. The line graph shows the market share of e-book publishers over a period of 12 months from February 2014 to January 2015. Big 5 publisher has the highest market share of around 35%. The market share of indie publishers started at 27% in February 2014 and has gradually increased to a little less than 35%. Small and medium publishers have an average 20% market share. Amazon publishers' market share started at 6% and reached 10% in February 2015. The line graph shows the percentage of bad loans by the size of the bank from 1999 to 2014. The giant banks had a 0.5% of bad loans in 1999 and this increased to more than 1% in 2002. This percentage skyrocketed to more than 3% from 2007 to 2010 before falling sharply to 0.5%. Small banks had a flat 0.5% as bad loans, and this increased to 1% from 2007 to 2010 before falling back to 0.5%. Credit union had a lower percentage of bad loans as compared to other banks. The bar graph shows sales by quarter for the year 2005 in the North, South, East and West regions. Sales in North were the highest in the third quarter at 250 million, followed by 200 million in second quarter. Sales in South were highest in fourth quarter at 230 million, followed by 200 million in first quarter. Sales in East were highest in first quarter at 250 million, followed by 240 million in the fourth quarter. Sales in the West were highest in third quarter at 240 million, followed by 230 million in the second quarter. The two pie charts give us a comparison between the time spent on the weekends in 2005 and in 2010. In 2005, approximately 30% of the time was spent with family and friends, while in 2010 it reduced to less than one-fourth of the time. In 2010, more time is spent on watching films and eating out in comparison to the time spent during 2005 for the same activities. Approximately same amount of time is spent on reading, shopping, fitness and travel in 2010 as it was in 2005.